Risk of Rain 2 is my favorite manifest destiny simulator, but instead of using money and power to shape your destiny, you're using it to help the local Norwegian wildlife meet theirs. You play as the weatherman and his entourage of meteorologists trying to locate the wreckage of the known universe's largest UPS ship to salvage what's left for the good of the company. Unfortunately, you are not alone, as the creatures here already called dibs. You, luckily, have something they don't: insurance fraud. Through the vicious cycle of the American Civil Court, you can finally make enough money to afford all of the EA loot boxes without declining your mom's credit card. We have a lot more to go through, so sit back and keep your head screwed on as I take you through my review of Risk of Rain 2. Risk of Rain 2 is a roguelike. Each playthrough in a roguelike is considered a run, and when you die in a run, you have to start a new one from scratch again. As the run progresses, the difficulty increases. To compensate, there are things for the player to collect that make them stronger in various ways. Some work better than others, and some work very well with others. All of this will come back up later, so without further ado, welcome to the lobby. We got plants, we got chairs. Here you must make a decision. Who you playing? We have a special menu of unique characters, such as the niche internet micro-celebrity, Destiny 2 aim hacks, Spy with a Spas, Nerf Bastion, Engineering His Limit, Misplaced Magical Girl, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, The Last Piranha Plant Main, Professional Arm Wrestling, Long Pog Frog Dog, The Guy Who Leaked GTA 6, Mom Get the Camera, and Slimesicle. Each character has a very unique identity and playstyle, something this game executes better than most class-based shooters I've seen released recently, Deep Rock Galactic being an exception. Over here we have the difficulties, ranging from journalist to not getting cyberbullied. This button turns DLC on or off if you have any, and these are unlockable game modifiers called artifacts. I'm not touching them right now, I have a review to make. Welcome to Petriker 5, where the wind is low and the fire's hot. There's no time to stop and take in your beautiful surroundings, unless you could do that while speedrunning. See this? This is the game's way of telling you that things get more difficult as time goes on. The waves of enemies get real big, real fast. There are structures scattered around the environments, like this lost wallet, yoink, the Amazon packages, and the gacha mannequin. Bruh. To interact with most of them, you'll need cash, which you could get from them. As a real Risk of Rainer, you'll need to overcome many trials and tribulations, such as the barely sentient Beebles, Floridians, the Rats, the Air Rats, the Point of the Mask, Buffalo, the Pillarmen, Terraria modded worm boss, Tim, and the consequences of throwing car batteries into the ocean. Some of them will have superpowers, like being on fire, being annoying, or growing grass that kills you. I never feel bored when seeing a certain enemy spawn other than beetles, because they throw in some other guys here and there. Each enemy complements each other quite well, kinda like in Deep Rock Galactic. I swear, I don't have a problem. Items come in various shapes and calibers. What sets this game different from other rogues is that every item is infinitely stackable. The more sticky bombs you get, the more sticky bombs you proc. The game revolves around this balancing act of getting enough items and not spending too much time doing so, lest the scaling leave you biting the dust. Time is money, after all. The teleporters on each stage are how you get to the next level. Turning it on doxes your location to all of your stands, tripling the number of things on your screen in 5 seconds. Not only that, but the IRS shows up and demands you pay taxes for all of the cargo you've rightfully appropriated. Beat the boss, you get to move on. The bosses are not difficult, but are enough of a threat to feel exciting to face, especially on stage 1. They're a threat, but so are you. After that, you go through the teleporter and do it all again. This gameplay loop sounds dull on paper, but it actually results in what feels like a race. Time is your enemy, and it doesn't rest. Neither can you, and that's thrilling. Sometimes you will find an orb around the teleporter that, upon completing the stage, summons a portal to a secret side realm. There are a few of these side areas, the most prominent being the Bazaar Between Worlds. Here you can randomly forge some of your items into more powerful ones at the risk of completely destroying your build. There are also lunar items you can purchase with your fairly acquired fiat currency, which just so happens to be the only thing you keep between runs. These have powerful effects, but also lethal drawbacks. This one doubles your damage, but halves your health, for example. You can also infinitely stack these items. If you want your mercenary run to devolve into a Katana Zero Let's Play, take as many glasses as you can. Every 5th stage, a special teleporter spawns. This Stonehenge-looking monolith has 2 modes, Space Elevator and Time Traveler. Basically, you could choose to continue the run and loop back to the first stage, or you could shoot yourself to the moon and face the final challenge. This too is where Risk of Rain 2 separates itself from games like Isaac, which end when the game says so. You have the freedom of choice once again to do as you please, either end the run or face even tougher guys who aren't pulling their punches anymore. You can loop as many times as you want, but there's another fork in the road. On stage 8, 13, and so on and so forth, a celestial orb will appear. This takes you to an obelisk where you can choose to obliterate yourself from existence, ending the run early and cashing out for some easy lunar coins. You can still leave this place if you have something to lose. We did not. When you boil it all down, Risk of Rain 2 is a game about choices. How you spend your time, what items you randomly print using your own items, where you go, how you get there, and how you end the run are all up to you. I didn't even talk about void items, which in and of themselves is yet another choice, this time between 2 versions of the same item. This game may seem linear at first, but that line is entirely controlled by you, the player. This, combined with the items, enemy and character variety, unlockables, artifacts, and 2 game modes I didn't even cover, gives this game near unlimited replayability. I've poured 622 hours into this game because I simply don't get bored of it. I haven't even covered the modding community, which was where 400 of those hours even came from. It's my most played game ever, and the best $20 to $35 I've ever spent. And if you haven't already, you should play this game too, and get lost with me. Hey there. This is me 3 months into the future, and I just wanted to say thank you for watching. This has kind of just been sitting on my computer for the longest time now. This was originally a school project, so I thought I'd get back around to like finishing it, whatever, but I just didn't really feel the need to. So here we are. Hope you enjoyed.